Hello, my dear subscribers. I am so happy to share with you some of my thoughts here on my birthday, 12th of October. So I am Libra, and the equilibrium that I have in my personality, you can see here that I am in this lap of nature. And today I am sharing with you some of the important ingredients of my thought, that life, that is the name of happiness and success. So when you are successful, it means that your life is going well. So calm down, no stress. When there is stress in your life, for example, somebody is waiting outside your house and that person is waiting for you and you are preparing yourself. So if you are really doing, for example, you are taking bath or you are brushing your teeth and you are changing your clothes. So when you are busy in the real process, in the real action, so it means that you are doing well. And there is no need of stress that you are getting late. But if you are lying on your bed and you are doing nothing and you are taking stress and you are having like distress, not eustress, you are not worried, somebody is waiting outside and you are not in action, so then that stress is really damaging. So when you are sure that you are taking the steps to go outside and meet your friend, so it means that at that time no point that you are under stress. So Mr. Irfan, what do you think? What is the stress management techniques? My friend Irfan here with me. How can we de-stress ourselves?
I think it depends on a number of factors. Um, Different people have different personality types. Now, some people who are more physical, for them exercise works better. People who are more intellectual in their character,
More intellectual in their character, so
they need some kind of intellectual stimulation.
intellectual stimulus.
Yeah.
If you are, for example, physical, you are more oriented towards physicality,
Physical exercise.
physical exercises.
Yeah.
If intellectual, so intellectual exercises.
Yeah, and similarly, some people, have this tendency of being more spiritual, so to speak,
More spiritual.
and for them, meditation works better. So it really starts from, first of all, knowing who you are and what, and then finding your own optimal groove. And sometimes people are not sure who they are. And in that
Sometimes
case,
people are not sure who they are. Like you categorize people who are interested in physical activity, others in mental, intellectual activities, some in spiritual activities.
Yeah.
So sometimes you are not sure who you are.
And
Good.
then not only that,
Yeah.
depending on which stage of life you are, you can be a physical person at one stage of your life, then you can become more spiritual, and then you can become more intellectual, or vice versa,
Okay.
or a combination of that.
Or a combination, physical, intellectual and spiritual, a combination.
Yeah. So I think it's just like an exploration. You have to try everything. You have to see whether it works for you or not, and then you pick up the right regimen for yourself.
You take the right regimen.
Yeah.
So do you need any guidance or any life coaching or somebody who is telling you what to do, what not to do, how to do? For example, if you want to become, for example, very good physically, so we go to a gym, we have a gym instructor,
Yeah.
and the gym instructor is telling us that what kind of exercises that you become a smart worker, you don't waste time. For example, you don't do things in a wrong way. So do you need somebody to talk to you, to teach you, to give you instructions, guidelines, or you can do it on your own?
That reminds me of a saying by Buddha,
By Buddha.
when he said that use my teachings as a boat, as a vehicle,
Okay.
and once you cross the river, then leave the boat.
Oh, what a great example that Buddha said, that use the boat and once you cross the river, then go on your own.
Yeah.
But you need a boat.
So
to
yeah,
cross the river.
you need
Yeah.
a boat, but it depends. That's what I'm saying. That if the right attitude would be not to follow somebody blindly,
Hmm.
to question everything.
Question everything. Critical thinking.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And even if you're gonna take the guidance of someone else,
Yeah.
take that guidance in the spirit of a mentor or an older friend.
Mentor, older friend. Okay.
Yeah, but not as the way especially in
People
our
start
culture.
blind imitation in our culture. They just
Yeah.
blindly follow. They don't have their own critical thoughts and
Because
their
if,
own evaluation, assessment.
yeah,
Yeah.
because if you do that, what you are doing is that you keep the pedestal there,
Hmm.
but you took off one statue
Mhm.
and you put another statue there.
Oh.
But the whole shrine is still there, the pedestal is still there,
Hmm.
and you are still bowing in front of not only now one statue and then you
Another
replace
statue.
with another statue.
Hmm.
So I think the key is the attitude. Are you, when you are going to take someone as your guide, are you going to take that guide as, like I said, as a mentor, as someone who has been on the way before you and can, shine a little light
Hmm.
towards the way for you?
Hmm.
Or are you going to, like I said, uh, prostrate in front of this new guide now?
Mm.
And I think in our culture, what happens mostly is the later.
The
attitude.
later, yeah, the later attitude. Yeah, the people, they start following some person and leaving one statue and then following another statue, and then they themselves become a statue. So they are like petrified. They have no creativity, no critical thinking, no judgment on their own, and no evaluation, no assessment. So when we have our own involvement and when we are integrated in the process of learning, but we also devise our own strategies and we utilize our own mind, our own intellectual personality through experiential learning.
Yeah.
When the learning becomes part of your personality, not that you are just somebody is feeding you and somebody is filling your box full of knowledge, like a banking theory and teaching that the teacher is just putting knowledge like a stuff in your mind and then you are utilizing it like a commodity. So not like that. You get raw material, you process it in your factory, in your mind, and then you get your own products.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So this reminds me of a story.
Yeah.
In when we talk about the so-called Muslim, the era when we were at our peak and we were the leaders.
Yeah,
of
the golden
world,
period.
The golden period, so-called.
Yeah.
So one of the main geographical region where that happened was current Spain.
Current
or,
Spain. Yeah.
or Andalus at the time.
Yeah.
So there was, I forgot the name of that emperor, but there was an emperor,
Yeah.
and he asked one of the teachers in his group
Mm-hmm.
that what is this whole philosophy mumbo jumbo all about?
Mumbo jumbo.
Can you just explain it to me in plain simple words?
Yeah.
So that someone like me, the king says, so that someone like me can start to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, the teacher,
Yeah.
his name was Ibn Tufayl.
Ibn Tufayl. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he was the teacher of Ibn Khaldun.
Ibn Khaldun. Yes, exactly.
So he wrote, Ibn Tufayl then wrote a story.
Yeah.
The name of the story is I forgot the last name, but Hay Yagzan.
Hay Yagzan.
Yeah, but
Okay.
anyway, if you Google Ibn Tufayl,
Ibn Tufayl.
yeah,
Okay.
you'll find the story.
Mm-hmm.
So this story he wrote it in the form of an allegory.
Allegory.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what happens is that the hero of the story is a guy named Hay.
Hay. Okay.
Yeah, Hay means alive. Right?
Yeah. Life. Yeah. Hayya. Hayat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this story is an allegory of the human condition, that we are here, we are alive, and now we are, let's say I want to find out what is this whole story of existence all about.
Mm-hmm.
So Hay in this story starts in an island.
Yeah.
And Ibn Tufayl tells us that there are two stories about how Hai found himself in this island. In one version, the condition in this island was such that it was just the right combination of all factors, weather-wise, geography-wise, and all the other necessary conditions,
Yeah.
such that life spontaneously occurred.
Yeah,
And-
spontaneity in life, that
Yeah.
the life spontaneously occurred. So we are talking about the Ibn Tufayl story about how the life, that the life came into being spontaneously.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there is. So Ibn Tufayl does not tell us which version is right, but he says that there are two traditions of how Hai found himself on this island. Right. So in one version, he
One is
finds-
spontaneity, and
and
the
so in the
other.
other version, he says that there is a story
Mm-hmm.
that there was another island far away from this island in that ocean,
Yeah.
and it seems like, and it is. We have heard that in that other island there is a king,
Mm-hmm.
and that king has a sister,
That king has a sister.
and the sister marries a guy without the approval of the king, her brother. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So from that marriage, this princess has a child. But when the king finds out, he says he's so angry that he's going to kill the child.
Yeah.
So the princess, she puts this new baby in a small boat
Yeah.
and just and floats it away in the ocean. And this boat finally comes on this island, and Hai lands on the island like this. So in other words, what Ibn Tufayl is telling us,
Yeah.
we can come up with stories of how Hai finds himself over there, but we really don't know, right? The question is, when Hai finds himself over there, he wants to know why is he there, and what is this whole life thing all about him, right? And from there, the whole story starts, where Hai starts an exploration of the life around him, and the moral of the story is that Ibn Tufayl tells us that Hai means you. You are alive, and you have all the required ingredients in you
Ingredients in you.
to find the answers, to first of all ask the right questions, and then find the answers to those questions. You don't have to look to someone else. You can look, you can consult, but it is in you as a human being to find the answers to those questions. And it is some scholars think, some scholars believe
Yeah.
that when this Ibn Tufayl story was translated to Europe, it kind of was one of the factors in starting the whole intellectual renaissance in Europe.
In Europe, the Renaissance in Europe, that was like this story. So they like the story excited them. They like motivated them, or it was one of the reasons that they started their investigation, research. You mean like that?
Yeah. And we know what Renaissance was all about. Was
Renaissance and Enlightenment
Yeah.
and
that was
modernism and Reformation,
that was the rejection of dogma.
rejection of dogma.
That was the attitude towards religion with a critical eye, with a critical thinking. It was reconnecting with the earlier Greek philosophies and the attitude of those Greek philosophers, and the whole atmosphere of questioning everything, which then flowered into this Renaissance period. And even today it's this whole scientific revolution and this whole scientific culture that we live in is a direct byproduct of that Renaissance enlightenment. So my point is that when people find themselves confused, well, that's a good thing, because that's the first step.
That is the first step.
Yeah.
Confusion,
Yeah.
that doubt, that skepticism,
Yeah.
that is the first step. So nice of you. Thank you very much, Dr. Irfan.
You're welcome, my pleasure.
And today you got a very beautiful story of Ibn Tufayl, and he gave us two ways how to think. And now it is up to you. You can consult, you can ask for guidance, but this is you who decide. So when you read, when you listen, you must inculcate, and when you inculcate, then you must come with your own conclusions, with your own creativity, with your own critical thinker, with your own curiosity, so that you make that lesson, you make that intellectual growth, that development your own, and you are not following somebody blindly. No dogmas. You must be a critical person who can think over things from your own perspective, your own scenario, and then you can create your own reality. Thank you very much.